And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Jalen Duren.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Trey Jones, Ellis out there with Isaac Okoro. Then there's Jalen Smith, and it's Giddey in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pistons, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center position. And as teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant, there must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
Now here's Cunningham. It's Thompson, high post, over Okoro. Thompson, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. Back to Giddey. Picked by Smith. And it's Giddey with the 3.
And this is the idea for Giddey. Get enough trays to keep the defense honest.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Pass to Duren. Just 5 on the clock. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Jones, the pass to Smith. Here's Giddey. Robinson defending. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Smith. Giddey's got 5 now.
Standing 6'8", Giddey is a long guard, and that helps him around the hoop.
Robinson passes to Cunningham. Nails it from 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Ellis, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
Back to Cunningham. And they doubled up Cunningham. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Outside Giddey. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Count it, good.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Smith outside. Chicago passing it around. Picked by Smith. Jones, the pass to Smith. Duren with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Okoro on the wing. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Detroit. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by Detroit. And stolen by Cunningham. Harris outside. Up and over Smith. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Good awareness from Harris. He saw the steal and pretty immediately got going the other way.
Right side Giddy. Pass to Smith. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Smith, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Smith with a screen on Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Smith, that one's good. Smith's got 5 points.
Well, hey, Smith has this kind of range, which is why you got to at least honor his shot.
Outside Robinson. Offline with a 3. Chicago's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Pass to Buzelis. From deep, Giddy drains the triple. He's got 10.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Cunningham with the ball. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And right now, let's take a look at the teams that do the best job protecting the rim. The Pistons, number 1.
This is not the team you want to challenge at the rim. They're the best team in the league at blocking shots.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside Giddy. 5 to shoot. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
And the Bulls, with 1 playoff game win in the last 8 seasons, the lowest total over any 8-year stretch in franchise history, Steve.
Well, yeah, they've hovered around 500 for the last 4 seasons and been really competitive. But the problem is you can get stuck in that middle. Now, going young, can they find the path back to relevance?
Harris outside. They grab their own miss. It's tipped. Jones against Cunningham. And he gets the bucket.
Oh, nice touch on the inside play by Buzelis, adjusting from close range.
Harris outside. Outside Robinson. Pass to Duren. 6 to shoot. And here is Thompson. From outside the arc. Buzelis grabs the board. Smith outside. Chicago passing it around. Back to Giddy. From the arc. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Giddy against Robinson. Back to Cunningham. To win the run. The 3. Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game. Giddey into the lane. Okoro outside. Pass to Jones. Outside Giddey. There's the triple. Rebound Detroit. Duran's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Robinson against Giddey. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Floats one up, and he takes it up and lays it in. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
We're looking for the move. Who's that? Oh, everybody's getting down.
Checked in for the Pistons. Jenkins comes in for Robinson. Then for Chicago, Miller comes in for Okoro. And it's Colin Sexton in for Jones. Duran against Smith. Sexton looking around. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Well, these coaches can't be happy they fouled Sexton. He's a good foul shooter.
Sexton, foul. Sexton, 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And he's good on the second. And you look at Colin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Now here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game, and it's in there.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." BA, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Bulls leading by 6. Giddey passes to Miller. On the wing, Sexton. Oh, stolen by Harris. Pass to Jenkins. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
First free throw is good. And Stan, this Chicago front office embracing a more patient approach in building with younger players.
Yeah, B.A., and admitting that in recent years they may have skipped steps trying to leap into the playoff picture. So now a change of course has taken place.
So he gets them both. Now Sexton. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Miller, a screen on Cunningham. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I like how Sexton keeps his options open off the pick and roll. He's looking for the team's best shot.
Back to Cunningham. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Colin Sexton. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
And he drops the first. Now you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Both free throws good from Cunningham. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Here's Jenkins. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Williams passes to Miller. And the layup is good. Miller's got his second basket of the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Cunningham on the wing. Banked it in off the glass.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
Sexton passes to Miller. Miller, a screen on Herter. Simons outside. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 3. Here's Collins. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Cunningham against Simons. Here's Cunningham. He's got 13. Takes a 3. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Chicago ahead. They're up by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Miller is out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Williams in at the 3. Pass to Stewart. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Jenkins. And the three-pointer goes. Jenkins has got 5 points.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him. You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
To the paint. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Sexton. Simons up top. To the inside. Here's Collins. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Williams against LeVert. Stewart, a screen on Williams. LeVert attacking, and that one good.
And LeVert is a tremendous athlete. Once he gets into the lane, he's terrific at finding ways to finish.
Here's Simons, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Holland, now Herder. Stewart outside. No good. That would have tied it. Bulls leading by 3. Now Sexton. Collins a screen. Sexton passes to Simons. Just 5 to shoot. And he gets that one. Simons got 4 points in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you've just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. Robinson comes in for Herder. And Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Then for Chicago, Okoro is checked in for Williams. Josh Giddey comes in for Simons. And it's Trey Jones in for Sexton. Robinson against Giddey. Cunningham outside. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer Stewart. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Bulls leading by 5. Outside Jones. Back to Giddey. Collins a screen. Inside. And Collins with the slam.
Well, the coach calls a lot of pick-and-roll plays for Giddey. Skilled at finding angles for teammates.
Cunningham on the wing. He gets going. Pass to Holland. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Giddey. 15 points in the game. Miller left side. Now Jones. 4 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Holland with a rebound. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Cunningham. Here's Robinson. Stewart left side. Now Cunningham. Over Jones. Again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Here's Giddey driving to the basket. basket, and he jams it home with authority.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Collins outside. Pass to Giddey. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Giddey's gotten 4 this quarter.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Detroit making a change here. Duran's checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Smith's checked in. On defense, the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Down low. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. He can take over a game.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Giddey. Clock at 6. Here's Miller. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists in the game. Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Jones. Over Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Giddey. No, misses that one. 8 for 11 now. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 12-4 run. Stan, when you look at Josh Giddey's game, how would you best describe it?
Well, B.A., he's a triple-double threat. Taller playmaker, sees the floor well, can rebound. I love his versatility.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass. Outside Jones.
Giddey against Robinson. Pass to Miller. And here's Giddey. Good work defensively by Robinson. The Pistons lead by 3. Back to Cunningham. Stolen by Jones. Here's Giddey. The rebound by Detroit. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
I'll tell you what, once things started to go downhill, their performance plummeted. It wound up getting pretty ugly.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Checked in for the Pistons. And a change for the Bulls. Who's Ellis is checked in for Miller. Bulls trail by 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now here's Cunningham. 5 on the clock. Over Jones. And it's Cunningham missing. The Bulls have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Here's Okoro. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Pass to Buzelis. Oh, deflected. Outside Giddey. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he lobs it up top. Jones, the pass to Giddey. Here's Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Jalen Smith earns his keep here in the NBA as a great utility big man.
Well, he sure does, B.A. Look, if you need size out there, Smith is your guy. He knows his role and he works hard, pulls down rebounds, and he offers a little bit of floor spacing as well.
That's good from Smith.
Well, Jalen Smith is a modern big. He can protect the rim, guard the perimeter, and offensively shown the ability to be both a rim runner and a spot-up shooter.
Good on both. The Pistons lead by 6. Inside, here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. Smith outside. Giddey against Robinson. That's good from Giddey on the assist by Smith. Giddey's got 21.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. Yep, that one's good. Thompson's got 6.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Bulls trail by 8. Now here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Smith outside. Pass to Giddey. Robinson with a double. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, keep it simple. Get Smith the ball near the rim. Good things will happen.
Cunningham passes to Duren. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. 56 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Smith. Here's Jones. Back to Giddey. Robinson with a double. Giddey finds Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Smith with a screen on Cunningham. Jones from outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Giddey. He's got 21. Smith with a screen on Robinson. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
And he can't get that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Chicago Bulls.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback, better rebounding is where they need to start.
Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
Taking a look here at Chicago, they haven't played their best ball, it's an understatement. Looking a little lost and flustered right now. It's almost like they don't have any confidence in themselves.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
The Bulls trail by 8. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Kate Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Back to Jones. The shot, no good. Good D by Duren.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
They get it back. Pass to Thompson. Second chance effort. That shot off the mark.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
There's the double with Thompson. Okoro, no good. Detroit leading by 8. To the inside. Here's Harris. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Here's Jones. And he makes it. Jones has got his first basket.
Jones gutting it out in close.
Detroit has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Back to Cunningham. Harris outside. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Harris has got 10 points.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Pass to Okoro. Now Giddey. Okoro on the wing. Detroit with a rebound. Duran's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Now Cunningham. Harris a screen. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. Robinson on the wing. From deep. Gets the three to fall. He's got 5.
Well, this is what Robinson is out here to do. I like how aggressive he is shooting it from outside.
Chicago passing it around. Back to Jones. Fires the 3. Fires in the triple. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Cunningham. Give him 20. And here's Thompson for 3. And Detroit another 3.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Give a big round of applause for your Pistons. Dance team.
As the playoffs draw closer, here's what the East looks like. You look at the Pistons, they have looked in control all season long, aren't showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas anytime soon. And, of course, the Bulls, they're a ways down in the standings.
Well, I think for Detroit, they've been fantastic. You have to tip your cap to them. It's so tough to be on top at the end of the regular season. And with the week left, let's hope they can stay healthy.
Here's Buzelis. Shot on the wing, and the shot's good. Buzelis has gotten his second bucket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Now here's Harris. Defense is right there. Over Buzelis. Harris misses. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. Smith with a screen on Robinson. Giddey takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, I've been impressed with Giddey. He's shouldering the scoring load for this team, doing what he needs.
Nice catch and finish on the lob.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Giddey passes to Okoro. Now here's Smith. Pass to Giddey. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires from 14. And again, it's Detroit converting.
I like going mid-range there. So confident. Harris had it all under control.
Robinson with a steal. And now the Pistons in transition. And Harris throws it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Buzelis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Tries again. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Buzelis has got 6 points.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it all working tonight.
Outside Giddey. Jones, the pass to Giddey. They set the screen. Puts up a three. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
You know, Harris isn't just a jump shooter. He's also skilled at finding avenues to the rim.
Here's Giddey. Pass to Buzelis. Fires the three. Duran with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Sexton's checked in for Chicago.
Number 2, Colin Sexton.
The Pistons lead by 16. Thompson outside. And here's Harris outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Harris has got 12 now in this quarter. Here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Outside Sexton. Pass to Smith. Jones feels it out. Now Sexton. And miss after miss right now. Thompson right side. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Anthony Simons.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
What you appreciate about Colin Sexton, he's very team-minded offensively, Coach.
Yeah, he sees the big picture, works hard to make smart plays. Sometimes it's a pass, and other times, Brian, it's finishing the possession.
Now here's Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Duran. The shot from the low post is good. Duran's got 14. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, in terms of bucket getters, guys who just fill it up, Colin Sexton is up there. He's just excellent scoring the ball.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton. Detroit with the ball. Cunningham, right side. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And now's a good time to look at the league leaders in field goal shooting. The real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 4th, Jalen Duran.
He's been fantastic scoring the ball, shooting it at a high clip.
Jenkins is checked in for Cade Cunningham. The Bulls trail by 19. Jones with the ball. He's got 5. Duran with the rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Harris passes to Thompson. Over Okoro. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Buzelis. Now Sexton. Not going to go that time. Good D by Harris. And he's going for the oop here. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. And they get it back.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Harris finds Robinson. Back to Harris. Clock at 4. Out to Thompson. Launches a 3. They get it back. Duran, the pass to Harris. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago.
You guys are faster up the floor than Sexton. He is tough to keep up with.
Detroit leading by 19. Thompson outside. Outside Robinson. On target from range. Robinson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Now here's Jones. 7 points in the game. Smith outside. The 3 from Okoro. Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. Shots like that.
Here's Harris. He's got 19. Over Buzelis. Harris misses. Here's Buzelis. Outside Sexton. The 3. Duran with a rebound. Duran.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Pass to Jenkins. Harris on the wing. Out left to the wing. Here's Jenkins. Rebound by the Bulls. Outside Jones. To the middle. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
A skilled passer. Jones is quick to spot these openings for his team.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. They set a pick. To the paint. Here's Jenkins. Out to Thompson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Now Okoro. And so it's Detroit with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Chicago, we've got Zach Collins and Freddie Simons out there with Miller. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Sexton in at the 2-guard. Now here's Giddey, Collins, and Collins with the slam.
Well, with the skill of Josh Giddey, his passing ability really completes the package.
Stewart outside. Cunningham up top. Back to Stewart. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Zach Collins. When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
That's good from Stewart. And for the better part of a decade now, the league allowing players to wear any sneaker color. It's catching on, Stan. What color are those you're wearing? Is that lime green?
Well, Brian, you know I've always been known for my fashion sense. I'm something of an icon, and when I come on camera, people are watching because they want to know what the next fashion trend is. So yes, tonight these are lime green. Tomorrow, we'll just have to see. In a lot of ways, Isaiah Stewart reminds me of a player from an older era. He's got a more physical and fundamental game that he plays. Is a big who plays like a big.
Here's Holland. Over Miller. Holland can't hit. Simons outside. And stolen by Cunningham. Lets a floater go. And he lays it up and in. Cunningham's got 24.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Herder against Simons. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Pistons have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Giddey. Tipped.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
And so here is Chicago. Collins a screen to the inside. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Cunningham. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Sexton. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Collins. Stewart defends. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the top of the key. He shoots again. And Collins lays it up and in.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
To the wing on the left. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
That free throw misses. And Detroit making a change here. Duran's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. And he sinks the second. And it's Simons with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Picked by Smith from downtown. And it's Simons missing. The Pistons lead by 21. Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Duran. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And that's now 20 points for Jalen Duran.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Sexton passes to Smith. Here's Giddey. Miller on the wing. Chicago passing it around. Simons against Herder. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation. but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
BA, he hasn't been in high visibility situations like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Now here's Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Giddey on the wing. That three's off the mark.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in this second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Here's Jenkins. Cunningham outside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, BA. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars. Well, defensively, you have to be careful about fouling Jones. He's a high percentage free throw shooter.
At the line for the Bulls, Jones, Trent. Jones.
Take a break. Take a break.
2 shots.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Jones hits them both.
Well, you like the passion Jones steps on the floor with, especially for being so undersized.
Cunningham against Jones. Cunningham passes to Harris. Thompson outside. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Giddey with it. Now guarded by Duren. Giddey passes to Jones. And here's Okoro. Pass to Giddey. Inside. The Pistons clear it. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Harris.
This is Harris putting his physicality to good use, making sure he gets some contact inside and draws the whistle.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times, and he just gets the job done.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Well, one thing you notice about Tobias Harris, he is a worker, a true professional who just wants to do the best job he can for his team, and we've seen the results over the years.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, BA. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Now here's Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Robinson for 3. To get it again. Duren with the bucket. Duren's got 22 points.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high-motor player.
Now here's Giddey. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Jones against Cunningham. Jones grabs the board.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Smith with a screen on Robinson. Giddey into the lane. The three, Smith. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Cunningham. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize the team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Well, Duren has those long arms. Terrific rebounder at both ends.
To the middle. Here's Giddey. That one no good. Good work defensively by Robinson. Detroit leading by 22. Cunningham passes to Harris. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls shooting 33%. This hasn't been their quarter. Smith with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Jones. No good. A bit long that time. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. And they doubled up Cunningham. Robinson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Robinson's got 9 points here in the second half. Outside Giddey. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Harris left side. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
Now here's Harris. The 11-footer, and the jumper falls for him. Harris has gotten 4 this quarter.
Man, I'll tell you what, everything Harris does tonight offensively has been working. He's piling up the points.
On the wing, Jones. He's watched by Cunningham. Outside Giddey. Back to Smith. Okoro on the wing. Pass to Jones. Here's the 3. Duren with a rebound. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Robinson on the wing. Detroit moving the ball around. Stolen by Jones.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pistons.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And all year, this squad has been playing with real urgency and determination. No surprise to see them hit 61 total wins. And one of the league's superstars, producing as he always does. What a terrific game for Jalen Duren.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game. And so often, that's the difference.
Here's Buzelis, following the score by Detroit. From deep, Giddey. Duren with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Robinson. Thompson outside. Duren the screen. This one for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. And here's Jones. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jalen Duren.